And a very big hello to you all, string lovers. This is Chin-Hwi Ang here, and I wanted to share with you one of my students' questions. She was asking me about what made me choose the violin to play over other instruments. And I have to admit that when I was about six, I knew I was definitely before 7 years old. There was times when at that stage we are looking for areas of ability. Some people choose sports, some people choose dance. I remembered vividly that before I selected the violin, I did try dance. I realized I had 2 left feet, didn't know how to skip. I had a brain freeze and felt very embarrassed by that. And then one of my dear friends, as I probably mentioned from an earlier video, Stephanie, had been starting the violin, which was something completely out of my square. My family hadn't really had the opportunity to learn instruments, so I didn't really consider picking up a violin, but because she was a friend of mine, I kindly asked her if I could join her and check out what she's been doing. So generously enough, I had the opportunity to share a lesson with her, and I was just blown away by it. So I guess that was my first opportunity to try an instrument, apart from maybe playing recorder at school. I can't remember when that happened, but in terms of a stringed instrument, violin has been my first, and yeah, it's still one of my favorite instruments. I currently play a 5-string epoch, which helps me cover the other areas like viola parts and cello parts, but that's what I can do and help with students wanting to learn various different styles of instruments, because I do violin, viola, and beginner's cello. So the other question was, if I could recall what was my favourite song, which I played, my first ever song, which I could, remember. When learning an instrument, most of the time on the violin, it would be something like a Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. It might have been familiar. I can't necessarily say that was my favourite, but I can distinctly remember the dancing class, and just this morning, and I thought I'd play it for you because I sort of remember how it went. Okay, so let me entertain you. The dancing class. So it might not have been my first ever song, however, I worked up to it, and it was my first performance with Stephanie and another friend. I think it could have been at the music studio with Errol Collins, and yeah, that was my first memory of performing. I was nervous, and that was my first performance, and I've done many, many more since. So I heard that gives you a little bit of a story about how I fell into the violin, and I haven't fallen out of love with it either. Have a great day.